I got a piece of Madrone here. I've got a couple of Madrone chunks here, including a presentable size log. This thing weighs probably 220, 230 pounds. But the whole idea behind milling small logs is it has to be stable. Now this works for both the circular sawmill and the bandsaw mill. It's important that it be stable. Now another important thing to pay attention to is the configuration of the log. You notice that this side is wider than that side. So if I set this up to be parallel with a cut on this side, it would cut parallel, and then there'd be a big chunk over here. And it's better to kind of cant it a little bit so it's more centered. So the first cuts are typically waste cuts. You know, this type of wood is great for small projects, utility boxes, jewelry boxes, cremation boxes, all kinds of things you can get out of this beautiful Madrone wood. The last thing you want this thing to do is shift on you. You want to make sure that the blade is clear of that screw. So to balance out this small log, I cut bigger at the fat end and shallower at the back end over here. Let's see what it looks like. Now, first reveal. Madrone wood is so beautiful. A little bit of decay down here. Right, the center of this is going to be good. Missed the screw. Let me check this side. Yeah, I'm just really close to it, but I'm missing it. That one might be too close. I'll check when I get there. Now I keep all the pieces sequential, the way I milled them. That way I can obtain book matches if I need to. Now my final size for this wood is going to be 1/2 inch, but I'm not going to plane it down to 1/2 inch because it's going to continue to shrink. But what I am doing right now is I'm cutting all the ends square, and I'm using the very first one as a template to measure them off and cut them all exactly the same size, but square. So why do I square up all the ends and put it back together in a sequential matchup and make everything square? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, I like to keep the consecutive matches for book matching, but also by doing this, I can put it all together and I can wax the whole end as one clean shot and then stack it and sticker it and compress it so that it'll dry, hopefully straight. The trick I do to keep these things flat is I wire it up. First I sticker it, I wire it up, and I put little wedges underneath and pound it together to make it really, really tight. Then I put it away someplace in the shade, out of the weather, and give it about a year. So I'm on to cutting the bigger log that I had, and I've decided I'm going to cut a flat on top, and I'm going to cut it all into 2x8s.